Hello, I'm NerdsTheWord, and today I'm going to ask you one simple question. Should you buy the Harvest? And, because I'm such a fucking nice guy, I'm going to answer it for you too. What is the Harvest? The Harvest is an action RPG developed by a tiny little indie company called Luma Arcade. They have pretty much only put out a handful of mobile titles, such as the infamous Blade Slinger, the Impeccable Core, and a racing game with pretty much the most inventive name I could think of to date, Racer. Yeah, you know what you're getting into, and so do I. Visceral combat. By no means does this game have a visceral combat system. The combat consists of 3 or 4 different attacks, and each of them are pretty much the same across all character classes. You've got double click your enemy, double click yourself, shift click yourself, and then double click the ground. That is it. Each character has pretty much the same attacks, minus a mechanic here or there, but they're really all similar. All the characters play similarly, they all have the same attacks, and the combat is just boring. It is dull, and it is repetitive. 4 attacks really doesn't make for a good game, especially when it's supposed to be a Diablo clone. Diablo and other action RPGs like it usually involve a decent handful of different attacks and moves that are completely individual to each class. This game didn't get that. Opportunities for exploration. Alright, Luma Arcade, I think we have to have a talk. You seem to have a different opinion of what the word exploration means than me. To me, exploration means being able to deviate from the beaten path, go where you want, see some extra hidden things. They think it means, oh yeah, well, they could walk towards the objective, or they could take a left here, or right there, and go pick up some really worthless loot, or go fight some more fucking filler enemies, and then hit a dead end and have to go back anyway. Now, I'm not asking for crazy multiple routes or anything like that. I just think it's kind of silly to sell your game based on it being sandboxy and having opportunities for exploration when it doesn't. That bothers me. I understand that I'm being pedantic about it, because linear games aren't necessarily a bad thing. Stunning 3D graphics? Sure. Okay, I'll give that one to you, Luma Arcade. Graphics aren't terrible. There aren't a whole shitload of options in the menu for changing your graphics. That's alright. Not every game needs 65 different fucking sliders for field of vision. I understand that. The graphics are serviceable. That's really all there is to say about them. Wave after wave of hordes. They really aren't fucking kidding you there. I think there may be 4, 5, maybe 6 different enemy skins in this game, and you will fight them over and over and over. It gets really repetitive and really boring to slay the same fucking floating probe droid for your 5 millionth time. Multiple playable characters? Alright, Luma, I'll give you that one too. You have a decent amount of selectable characters in this game. They all play reasonably differently from each other. They all have relatively different attacks, and their stats are all completely different. Synchronous co-op? You know, they say that, but I don't fucking believe them. I tried for hours to get in some sort of co-op match, and I just couldn't. I don't know if it's because of faulty netcode, or because there's just nobody fucking playing this game, but I could not get into a multiplayer match. Huge arsenal of upgrades? Oh yeah, there are fucking tons of upgrades and different kinds of equipment available in this game. But unfortunately, 99% of them fucking suck. I played through the entirety of this game with the first pieces of equipment I picked up. They were just so much better than any of the other loot I found in the game, and better than anything that ever popped up in their little equipment shop. That is fucking pitiful. In a game that's trying to be Diablo in space, failing to get the loot drop system right is terrible for business. All the loot just fucking sucks, and it's pointless to try and get more. Deep and intriguing story? That cutscene right there is the intro to the game, and that is almost literally the entirety of the story on offer. There are a couple of other shitty storybook cutscenes peppered throughout, but they add nothing. There's plenty of in-game text dialogue that's supposed to further the story, but it never goes outside the typical space marine tropes found in everything else. The entire gist of the story is something that's so well worn that I don't ever care to see it again. Basically, there's a race out there like the Collectors and the Reapers from Mass Effect that are collecting humans and turning them into crazy, grotesque machinations of their own creation. Great, wonderful, cool. Been there, done that 1,000 times. I would have loved to see something a little bit better since, again, they're selling their game on that merit alone, and it just fails. Keep you coming back for more? There is literally nothing post-game to make you come back. You beat it and that's it. Game over. You unlock more difficulties, but that doesn't add anything to the game in my opinion. There's no extra content, no extra cutscenes, no different ending, no extra story. You beat it, you can play it on a harder difficulty, and that is fucking it. And like I said prior, the loot system is so bad that you can't even replay it on a harder difficulty in the hopes of getting really sweet loot. There is literally, and figuratively, because fuck it, I use literally a lot, no reason to replay this goddamn game. And that's sad. For $15, I would really like more than a 4-hour story. Alright, so what's the final verdict? Well, it's not a terrible game. It's not as if it's so offensively bad that I instantly wanted my money back and I wanted to find these people and strangle them to death. It's just not great, it's not good, it's just a very middling, repetitive game that should have cost a lot less than $15. I mean, for fuck's sake, you can get Torchlight 1 or 2 for pretty much the same price, and those games are by far so much better than this game. They are just in every way better. You've got better story, better gameplay, better fucking graphics, a better developer name. Seriously, everything about those games are better. And then you got Path of Exile, which is fucking free, and it just blows the ever-living dog shit out of the harvest. That's all there is to say about it. Save your time, save your money. Fuck, go buy 15 McDoubles. They'll last you longer, and they'll leave a better taste in your mouth. I give this game 7 out of 19 ugly babies. I'm NerdsTheWord, and I'm telling you very, very blatantly, you should not buy The Harvest. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will love you forever. In the butt.